Hey, Bobby Manning here. Welcome to the second half of the NBA season here on the Garden Report, CLNS Media, Celtics All Access, coming to you live from Philadelphia tonight. Starting over here on the New Jersey side this morning for 76ers shoot-around. Celtics not having shoot-around this morning after they went over the Pacers 2 days ago. Sixers also played their first game back from the break and remain the hottest team in the NBA since about the mid-January point. Them and the Bucks in the East, is they're right behind the Celtics in these East standings. And as you saw last night in that Bucks Heat game, real advantage gained by being able to play one of those play-in teams like Miami's looking like right now. But certainly teams like the Pacers, the Bulls, the Raptors, teams like that might give you a tough time depending on what specific matchup it is. But especially if you get the loser of that play-in tournament, it's a real advantage, not to mention home court throughout the playoffs. So that's another thing that's on the line tonight. But specifically for the Sixers, who this game seems far more important to. 2 losses to the Celtics to start this year, one on opening night, the other against a team that didn't have Robert Williams, Al Horford last time they played. Stunning loss at the Garden a couple weeks ago. Paul Reed talking here this morning said the Sixers are just looking at themselves, late game execution, rebounding, a big emphasis in recent weeks, as well as just generally cleaning up on minor points in these games that they've been close in, that they feel like they can close out. They aren't worried specifically about the Celtics, though. You saw them make a move before the trade deadline that stuck out to me, even though it was one of the minor ones on a wild day, trading Matisse Thybulle in a multi-team deal, getting back Jalen McDaniels, who was a guy that I liked on the Hornets heading into the deadline. Free agent to be, had 26 points against the Celtics earlier this season. So you looked at him and said, all right, he's the 6'9" guy. He can defend multiple positions. He can shoot. He can do a lot of things that would help a team. And the Sixers went out and got him for a relatively cheap price. So Thybulle had been a good player here for a number of years, offensively limited. And, you know, McDaniels is a guy only shooting 33% from 3 this year, but it takes 200 of them to this point in the season. So he's able to put a ton up. Saw him shooting here earlier today, looked great. And although the matchup numbers don't look good against Tatum from that Hornets-Celtics series, or mini-series rather, that they played in Charlotte around MLK Day, he's in much better position with Joel Embiid behind him. And, you know, Reed said that he's seen in practice McDaniels able to run guys off three-point lines because of that help that's behind him now in Philadelphia. So I'm very interested to see what that looks like. Tatum does have 40 points against them this year on something ridiculous like 15 of 26 shooting. Most of that coming in that 51-point game against the Hornets there. So he's the newest addition to this matchup tonight. Other than that, for the Celtics, who's going to play for them is anyone's guess. Number of guys, all of them shooters, as Reed said here earlier today. Mike Muscala, Grant Williams falls short in the rotation, but Sam Hauser steps up with 13 minutes against Indiana, hits all 3 shots, blocks 3 of the Pacers shots. And all of a sudden, he looks like he's going to be an important part of the second half rotation. Only really one 8th man spot if the Celtics are going to play tight to grab for all those guys deeper on the bench. Muscala doesn't play against Indiana. Cornette doesn't play in the second half. So it's anyone's guess. You're obviously going to play bigger in this game tonight. You're probably going to play less small balls, so less White, less Brogdon in that. But what are you going to get from Horford and Williams? And what does that leave for Cornette, Muscala, and Grant, who played a season-low 6 minutes. Still a shocking development out of that Pacers game that I wrote about for CLNS Media. For now, we'll ask Joe Mazzulla about it pregame, get some thoughts from Doc Rivers, and catch up with Josue Pavone and H.R. Blakely, who are also here in Philadelphia. Our coverage on the road, of course, brought to you by great sponsors like BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com/Garden will get you 10% off your first month when you look to get some therapy on your phone and get matched up with the right therapist. You're able to do all of that over at BetterHelp.com/Garden, as well as Athletic Greens. AthleticGreens.com/Garden is going to get you 5 free travel packs of vitamins, minerals, adaptogens, probiotics, and more, as well as a year's supply of vitamin D when you head over there. That's AthleticGreens.com/Garden from the Sixers training facility here in Camden, New Jersey. I'm Bobby Manning. We'll see you later tonight at 8:30 for Celtics 76ers. Big game on ABC.